open up and have my ENS. That's cool. That's a new as far as what I've seen. So let's see if it works. Oh, nice, GodCloud. Let me bring you right up, sir. Just kind of getting things rolling here. Should have more people join in over the next minute or so. And I'm gonna throw on my cam, at least for a bit, while things hold up. Okay, cool. I think I'm logged in. And let's see if I can find Token Smart on the little schedule or channels. Hey, hey, I heard a little click.
Yo, can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah, you're coming through now.
Okay, cool. What's going on?
Oh man, doing pretty good. It's been a while. It's awesome to catch up. I got heard through the grapevine that you've got a project cooking, so gonna be stoked to dive into that. Yeah, it looks like the crowd is filling in. Big shout out for Binks for helping to coordinate us and get you on today. Um, how you been?
I've been good, man. Been, keeping busy, building, working on stuff in the background, trying to juggle, working with the label and making my own music too. And also, trying to build a platform and amongst
That
other
sounds
things.
like a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
but
it's
I mean,
quite a bit.
it's good to hear that you're keeping busy and just pushing through because this has been a pretty extended bear, and that is the time I think just to sort of keep building, regroup. Maybe we're not as kind of out there in public as much as usual, but it is a great time to just crank on the building and getting ideas formulated and stuff. So definitely stoked to hear about what you've been working on. um, a lot of people are just kind of eh, struggling to stay afloat. So it has been tough. I haven't been like quite as in the probably Twitter Spaces loop and stuff is kind of normal. Like I just found out that Emanate is basically closing down. I mean, I think they have a new project that'll be launching. I'm not sure when, but there's been homies out there that are having to kind of close up shop and stuff. So definitely good to hear that you're hanging in there and keeping busy.
Oh, I'm turning my camera on too. There we go. There we go.
Word.
Double cam.
Nice, nice.
Trying to.
Yeah, we just recently we started streaming on this platform. They came on like maybe a couple months back, Unlonely, and it's like a kind
Yeah.
of Web3 connected streaming platform where after a while you can get your own token and people can get that and I think tip you and stuff like that. So we should be
Okay.
live over there. I'm trying to connect right now. So definitely want to shout out to anybody that's over there watching too, and I should be connected soon over there. Sometimes it takes a little bit just to get going. I don't know. It's asking me to like switch to base network or something. But yeah, what's first on the agenda for tonight? You think you wanna dive straight into what you're working on, or kind of catch up a little on any craziness that's been going around?
I mean, hey, we can do it. What's been crazy? What's going around? Let's catch up on some craziness. Let's yeah. What's going on? What's been happening with you, man? How have you been? It's been a minute since we've actually like talked.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm doing pretty good. Back and forth between Cali and Costa. I was just down in Costa with the fam for a good 3 months. Popped up here in Northern California now, hence the warm hat. Weather's kind of changing up here. And so I'm up here for about a month more, and then I'll be back home for holidays and all that, and get another few months down in Costa with the fam. So looking forward to heading back down to the warmth pretty soon. But I did go. I went with a buddy up to from California up to Southern Oregon over the weekend to catch the eclipse, and it was like all sort of last minute. We were like, oh, we should just go, and it was really awesome. I left my camera in his truck, so I didn't get to download the pics onto my computer. I was thinking I'd share a few today, but it was really cool. We went up to Crater Lake National Park, which is in Southern Oregon, and it's like I forget what something like the ninth deepest lake in the world and like the deepest lake in the US. And it's
Okay.
just beautiful. It's just crazy, like, yeah, it's this crazy giant crater that has this little like island peak in out in the middle of it, and it's called Wizard Island. And it looks very much the name is very appropriate. So yeah,
That is
we went up
something.
there and yeah, it was like, it was it was cloudy. Like we got, the day before, checking weather, it's like poor for eclipse viewing. But we just sort of like I did like an anti-rain dance the night before. We were sending out the vibes to give us a little window, and we fully got it. Like little openings happened, and like like all the crowd kind of like starts like woo, and it's like it's visible, click, click, click. So that was a really cool experience. I hadn't really I've seen a few eclipses, but not specifically that one that's like the Ring of Fire eclipse, where it's just a little tiny bit of the
Yeah.
sun on the outside. I'm sure everybody's probably seen the pictures, but it was really cool to see it like full blown, in person, just than like watching other people's pictures on the internet. So that was like a little bit of fresh news right out the gate. But yeah, it's been, the last like year or so has been a bit of a struggle. Luckily still like employed in Web3 and just kind of squeaking by. But yeah, it's been odd, but also good. It feels like the people that are sticking in and hanging around are just probably like you're doing, just been like working on cool stuff. Definitely, the Thursday WIP work in progress meeting has still been going strong, and we've seen some really cool stuff. That people have been building over the last 6 months to a year. So and it feels kind of like things are maybe picking up a little. I mean, I'm not one to really base everything off like floor prices and stuff, but you start to see some positive movement and a little bit of,
Like,
news around projects that are like
yeah.
trying to kind
Cross
of
those fingers, man.
reinvigorate their communities. Yeah, so it feels like maybe we might be coming out of this. And I mean, there's like the ETH ETFs that had passed didn't really move the market much, but we've got Bitcoin stuff going on too. So I'm feeling like it feels like it's starting to warm up, and hopefully that'll be the case.
Yeah, yeah, man. Dude, that's first off, that's really dope about the eclipse. Congratulations, man. I feel like I always miss all the cool, like celestial events. You know what I mean? I'm always either doing something and I'm like, oh shoot, like I didn't look out the window at the right time. And especially if you're in like a, like a prime spot to see it, that's dope stuff, man. Once in a lifetime, stars lining up,
Yeah,
literally cool to see. So that's dope.
totally.
First off, and yeah, man, I'm hoping that things pick up too. Granted, I can't say that I've been full time in Web3 like I was before. Like I'm always one to kind of pivot to wherever, like if something's coming in more so over here, that's where I'm gonna go. Um, and I kept working and on things that were Web3 based, but as far as most of my income coming from Web3, that just hasn't been happening so much in the past. I want to say almost the past year now, but yeah, luckily I've been able to my Facebook got monetized and like really took off over this past year, which was
Nice.
which was a really big thing for me, and that has led to some more finger drumming lessons and me selling more sample packs and kind of getting back to the stuff that I was doing before I really got into Web3.
Nice.
But yeah, man, had a big summer. Was doing like tens of millions of impressions and views over on Facebook,
Damn.
which was yeah, which was awesome. And I hadn't I've never seen that much money coming off of social media before, so that was really dope. And yeah, man. And once we started really hammering things down with the record label and seeing like, okay, this is the direction we want to go with this. That was really exciting. So yeah, man, I hear things are tight, but it's still cool. We're all still here. We're still working. I feel like there's the faces that I always see, like you, like Banks, like everybody in here. We're those ones who see the value in Web3, and whether it's paying our bills or not, we're still gonna keep trudging forward with it. So
Yeah.
yeah, man,
Yeah,
I'm
there's
so happy
a
to see
lot of
everybody here.
a lot of value besides monetary value in Web3. I mean, the connections that you can make if you're willing to kind of trudge through these like times when it's like, oh, well, nothing is all hyped out anymore. Well, that's sometimes the best times to be making connections and building. That's dope. Congrats. That's huge to hear. You're actually, able to monetize your Facebook. Like, I never Facebooked much. I didn't really do much social media until I found Web3 before we even called it Web3 when it was just like blockchain and NFTs were starting. That's kind of when I really started using social media. Luckily found Scent and some cool projects, platforms like that with it were really about, kind of building community. But that's awesome to hear. I would not have guessed that, Facebook would be the spot to monetize your finger drumming, but that is dope.
Yeah, man. It was a weird thing too, like it started off with Instagram rolling out their reels bonus and whatnot. And I started pushing over there really hard. And I guess that, because Meta owns both, it kind of bled over into Facebook. And I had, like I was able to monetize like a small part of my Facebook, but I started, once I got like a few pennies out of there, I was like, let me keep hitting this thing. Like if I'm hitting this pinata over here and money's coming
Nice.
out, let me keep going. And yeah, man, it started popping off, and I'm like, okay, cool, like this is viable, like this works. Like if I focus on this and I can get nice payout, every month, that's the equivalent to like 4 weeks work, and I'm like, hey, hell yeah, so let's keep doing it. What was I gonna say? Shoot, I lost my train of thought. I lost my train of thought. Oh, yeah, but that's back to kind of what you said earlier. I know, kind of all over the place now, but that's you know, it's crazy that you mentioned that Emanate is shutting down. Because we're trying to get our thing all set, and it feels like okay, let me work my other thing, which is what I usually do or what I've been doing for most of my life. To get ready to build this Web3 thing in this atmosphere where everything's closing down. Like this other platform, um, Voice, that I dropped on with Sabet a long time ago, they're shutting down too. I'm seeing emails
Oh, damn.
all the time.
I remember Voice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, they're shutting down too, and it's crazy, man, to see this stuff. But I think that people kind of got, I don't want to say the wrong, I can't really say the wrong idea, but I think, people just thought the future was going to be different for Web3. And I did too. But now seeing kind of where we are and where I'd like it to be, I had a clearer head with the hype gone, with everything not so hyped out, like you were saying. I got a clearer idea of what I want to do and what I can bring to the table now. You know what I mean? I have even
Yeah.
clearer picture in my mind of what I can do and what I want the label to do, and what I want a platform to do also. So yeah, man, I think all this stuff kind of had to happen for a reason. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it's, disruptive technologies, and especially in the first decade plus, go through these phases. And so, yeah, I think we got a little ahead of ourselves, maybe, 2 years back when the Clubhouse popped off and we got like the tidal wave of new people and things were popping. PFPs were, 500xing and stuff like that. It wasn't like a one-time thing. There were multiple projects doing that, and even some of those projects are basically like maybe seeing new founders or changing kind of ownership and direction and stuff. A lot of people leaning into gaming, which I think cool. Like if you're if you're into that, I don't think it's necessarily like a save all for a project, but projects that are kind of in that zone, I think, can do well by adding some fun little games, or of course, there's a couple working on massive games and stuff. But yeah, it's definitely worth it to just kind of stay active and stay kind of connected even when things aren't popping off, because that's when you honestly can find some of the coolest stuff. And in future, who knows? I'm very very bullish on the ecosystem. It's just that there's a lot of things that aren't necessarily gonna make it all the way through. But there's a lot of stuff out there that will. And then like you're saying, Voice and Emanate, other things closing down, and hopefully we'll be able to like emerge with maybe a better system, a better product. But you've got like even the big players, I don't know, that have come in music, Gala or Sound, they do a little better numbers, but they've got massive resources. I don't know about what was like LimeWire. I remember, I think it was last, maybe NFT NYC. They were like around and interviewing people, and it was just like, oh God, what is this? And I think they've pretty much flopped. I haven't really been following, but even so, even like having big money behind you doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be able to pull it off either.
No, that's true. And like I think what a lot of the issue was, it's just like you said, like people thought that people were going to be buying PFPs and NFTs just forever, and what it's coming down to, and what I started to see too, like, I'm working on projects for lots of big people, you know what I mean? And I've got people coming to me like, yo, God called, I bought this, now what? And I'm like, you know
Hope
what?
hope
Like,
you like it.
right, right, exactly. It's like, yo, hold, like hodl, you know what I'm saying? Um, and it was even getting harder for me to like get behind projects. People saying, "Oh, well, here's a project. This is what we're gonna do." Da 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 da. And me saying, like, "Well, listen. Make sure you're buying NFTs that you genuinely like." Then people are like, "Well, okay. Well, if that's the case, then like, can I buy it in an easier way where I don't have to, use crypto or do this and do that?" And let's be honest. It costs money to get the currency to buy the thing, and on top of that, it costs money to buy the thing.
To sell
It
it.
costs money to get the currency,
Or
and it
to
costs
sell it.
money to buy the right, right. So it's a lot of hurdles that I don't think people, if I like something, I'm not gonna go through all that to get it. Like I'm a big action figure collector. Like I love my Dragon Ball homies. You know what I'm saying? Like they're like legit like all over the place
Nice.
behind me. Like I'll like I'll pay shipping and tax, but if I gotta pay gas and all this hoopla, I might pass on that. And that's what I started seeing from the general consensus. And this is coming from not crypto newbies. This is coming from people who are also building in the space. They're like, yo, well, what do I get? And then when the most you could say too, it's like, oh well, when we have a party, you can come. Well, now I got to fly to wherever you are. It gets to be like, well, what is this all for? And that really made me take a step back, and I'm like, damn, like this blockchain can be used for so much, and what we're using it for isn't really enough, even for the people who are here. It's not really enough for the people who are here, and that's I think this could be a good segue to talk about what we're doing at NPR,
Yeah.
not live. And that's something that I said. I was like, I always hear folks say, like a Web3 record label um, is asinine or it's counterproductive. But it's like, but hey, what does a blockchain offer? Offers, immutable transparency. What if a record label was built on top of a blockchain and function with blockchain technology? Like, wouldn't that really alleviate a lot of the problems that we see within the music industry? Like, yes or no? Yes, of course it would, So that's what we're trying to do over here at NPR.live. And we're, rolling out ticketing for our artists, rolling out distribution for our artists with the music. We have our own wallet with its own marketplace within it and everything too. So we're trying to put everything in one ecosystem,
Nice.
and that's something that's practical and functional that will help artists. That's not, you don't really have to explain much. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, well, you see how this system used to be? See this system? Which one's better? Let them decide. And they say, oh, obviously the transparent one is better. So, that's my approach right now. If the project that I'm working on that's using blockchain technology can't solve like an everyday common issue, then we're going back to the drawing board. Like,
Yep.
and that's where a lot of people got caught up, because once the the rose tinted glasses, I guess, got scuffed up or got a little foggy, that's when you see everything slow down. It's harder to sell somebody an animal sitting like this looking this way when the perks are bogus. Not necessarily bogus, but
Yeah.
they're not, you know, relevant.
I think it got like a bit convoluted when you have this blockchain technology that's incredible. And like what you're saying, especially for like transparency, where you can see where everything's going, you can track that, you can, possibly code in, royalties and those types of things. Like these are really important issues. But we kind of went pretty far towards like, yeah, buy this, animal picture, and then you get these coins that you can then trade to like play this game or collect that secondary thing, but you've got to go through like transferring it from here to there and then bridging it from there to here, and it's just like it got pretty far from like problem solving,
Yeah.
financial and creative issues. So I think it's cool to kind of focus on really what the tech started as is solutions to problems. So yeah, I'd love to hear more about kind of how you guys are formatting, what chain and all that stuff. If you just kind of want to, start at the beginning with what you guys are building, I'd love to hear the details.
Yeah, 100%. So we met through some of our connect, and I don't know how much you know about the label or whatever, but it was founded by George Lopez and Eddie Vargas from Carlos Santana's band, and
Oh,
through some of their connections, they knew some cats who had been working on, on a new blockchain, an entirely new blockchain, and they had the beginnings of this really cool, like wallet, had some nice features to it, but it just needed like a little more work. So we all kind of started putting our heads together and saying like, hey, like why don't we build a record label on top of this? This would be an awesome way to distribute our artists and just really take advantage of this cool tech, use blockchain to actually, like I was just saying, like really solve problems for artists, make things easier for their fans to support them, and at the same time do something revolutionary too. And right now we're working a lot of the kinks out, but we want to be able to just roll it out to everyone, so anybody and everybody can use it. Because another thing too that I've seen within the space is that uh with everything being so, you know like segmented and over here, over there, over here, over there, over here, over there, that's where the hacks happen. That's where people getting fished happens. That's where they're like, oh, we'll go to, the Discord link is right here. Click that. You click that, but you're off somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? So we're trying to bring everything into one spot to make it be more concise and safer for newer users. Like, hey, if you're not familiar with this stuff, if somebody ever tries to lure you out of this ecosystem, let that be a red flag. And I feel like that's a lot simpler than telling somebody like, oh, hey, watch the link, make sure if it's a .org, look out for the
read
.com or the
it.
.net.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a lot to look out for when you're just talking to somebody who's new to this stuff. So with the way that we have it set up, the developers initially they took a uh not such a crypto bro blockchain centric approach to it at first, and we're just running with that and putting our spin on it and everything. So the blockchain is something that we're developing right now. It's a multi-tenant temporal hypergraph. It's a hypergraph, which I'm becoming fascinated with, learning more about hypergraphs and everything. So we're running on top of a hypergraph. If anybody wants to get the wallet, they can go to mpr.live, Mike Papa Romeo.live. Sign up for the wallet there. I'm going to be dropping something soon in the platform, but we just had an event in LA. And here's another big thing that people really not that people haven't really been able to crack is blockchain ticketing, And we sold over 300 tickets for our event in LA, all on our chain, and we were able to verify them at the door. Some people were buying them at the door. We were able to verify them and the cool thing is that if you have the wallet, you can go into your phone and turn your phone into a ticket verification tool. So you're just able to use your camera and scan the QR code at the top of people's wallets, and boom, if they have the ticket in their wallet, then they're good to go. It says,
Nice.
they're access granted. And that's something, again, I haven't seen a clean blockchain ticketed event where you know people are buying at the door or showing up from buying online, and it's just seamless. There's
You
no headache. There's no
you would
cluster.
think
Yeah,
You would think that would have been, like, built by now, but I've had ticketing headaches. I mean, like, Yellow Heart a couple years back was just
yeah,
such a issue to deal with, and, like, it was not smooth. It was not a nice experience using that specifically for ticketing for events. And it's such a no-brainer to have that. And I mean, there's been other people where, yeah, if you own the NFT, you can show that at the door and get in, like, that's cool. But why not also have a ticket that goes to like your like event tickets area in your wallet? If you own that NFT, that should be dropped to you, so you can just scan a QR and not have to be like, yeah, this is the right NFT, like, look, or so
right.
this is all going in a very nice direction. I like.
Yeah, and another thing that we were able to do too, because it's a web based wallet, so it's not an app in the App Store. So we avoid the Apple App Store tax, and also too for our brand partners, it improves SEO because every time you're clicking going somewhere within the wallet, let's say there's 5 different places to go within the ticket or whatever, that's 5 different places for the brands to show up to. And the other cool thing that we did was within the wallet, there's a media player for video and audio. So you can make your playlists and everything, right? So the artists who contributed music to the tickets, you buy the ticket, the music and the video populates in our media player. So you could go there and
Dude,
check it out. And also, too, the cool thing is that we have our artists, they have wallets set up. Obviously they're on our roster, so they have wallets set up on the chain. They collected a royalty from each ticket sale that all the artists who contributed music, they got a piece of the ticket sales, which is
that's
amazing.
dope.
This kind of stuff is like, okay, I haven't seen that happen yet. And just like you were saying, it's such a no-brainer. It's like, well, what have we been doing here this whole time?
Even even just a player to be able to play the music that you purchased or the song that came along with your ticket as a bonus, like, I'm pretty sure it was Gala. They don't even have like a you can purchase their tracks and I guess listen to them one by one or something, but they don't even have like you can't throw together a playlist, I don't think, for other people to like listen to what you have, or even just for your own self. So like even the big players that are, in the space aren't really handling that aspect of it.
Yeah, and again, and I've seen some other players too, but again, it's like another piece. It's another thing that's in addition to your MetaMask wallet, in addition to your, whatever exchange you buy from, to whatever, however else you navigate through the community. And also too, we have messaging to where and we're trying to open it up for everybody to use, but for safety's sake, right now it's just us folks who are dropping projects within it. So let's say you buy a ticket, we can then send you messages saying, hey, let's say the party, like, we changed venue, or hey, it's a little earlier today, whatever. And we've also included a map widget within the ticket as well. So if you ever need directions, boom, it's right there. And you can go to our YouTube channel, I believe, through NPR.live, and I made some videos like showing off the ticket and talking about everything that we got going on. It's a lot that's just within the ticket. Um, and even for our personal NFTs, not our personal NFTs, but the things that we're doing for our artists too. They're loaded with a lot of things too, like again, like video. We got lyrics. It's got a lot more stuff in there that you can't really do
Nice.
traditionally, and it's all within the one thing. We can even send video messages to the holders and make it be, target the wallet specifically. So I can send a message saying like, "Yo, Easy," or "Yo, Banks," or specifically the person.
That's dope.
Yeah, man, and that's that, and all this stuff we're trying to develop to roll out to everyone. We want everybody using this eventually to run their ticketed events on. You know what I mean? Like, Oh shoot, I almost spilled some beans I shouldn't spill. But we're talking to some people right now about using it. We're really excited about about that. We're working with some other partners too to add some extra like real world utility for things that everybody uses, like flat out, like things that everyone can use and benefit from. We're working with some other partners to add those utilities and benefits within to the NFTs as well. So we're really trying to take a different approach to it, to where a normie would be like, "Damn, I'd be a fool to pass up on this. Like,
Nice.
this is really helpful, utility and material here. Let me get on with this." So that's something that's been my big vision over the past year, is how do I make that happen? How do I bring this to people? We're always talking about mass adoption and bringing on, onboarding more folks. Well, we're not going to do that with, with adjective animal. Buy this, you get to come to the sausage fest, like.
Right. Even just the lingo and, having to download a MetaMask, that's too much for 90+% of the world population to be onboarded. So to
Yeah.
have something that's web-based, where I assume you can use a credit card to purchase, ticketing and this stuff too, so that anybody can come on and not have to worry about, figuring out language and new technology. That will be huge for actual, mass adoption. Sounds like, I mean, I love having like the map in there too, so you don't have to go out and use some other app to be like, oh yeah, I'm in, however many blocks away, or whatever that is. That's super super smart to include all those things. So yeah, you really don't have to leave. The what's it, NPR platform, to be
Yeah.
able to check if there's been, whatever, show's going to be starting 30 minutes late because, speaker fell off the freaking roof, or what, whatever it is. Like, to have the messaging, to have the maps, all ingrained is awesome. Sounds like you guys are taking a super like holistic approach to have everything there, which would make it, like you're saying, super appealing if you could use that for, and you don't have to spill beans, but whatever, if it's like sports or movies or whatever other types of ticketing, like there's a shitload of ticketing that goes on besides just say music venues or NFT parties or whatever. So
No,
that
sure.
could
Yeah.
be, sounds like could be like a pretty massive opportunity as well. And then if you're able to, get into one of those markets, then you have maybe some extra little goodies that if you purchase it on this platform, you might get a little kind of POAP remembrance NFT that just shows up for you too, or something like that. Seems like there's a lot that could be done, having everything in one place like that.
Yeah, no, really. And that's always been my thing too. Like, the last time I tried to get my parents to buy one of my NFTs, the fact that I had to like schedule a meeting with my father and be like, "All right, dad, like, sit down, get your thinking cap on," you know what I mean? Like,
Put an hour aside at least, like.
and make sure you got some money in the bank too, because we gotta, do whatever, and there might be gas and this or that, like. And now it's like, okay, go here, get this, check your email. Oh, it's not there. We'll check your spam. All right, cool, you got it. That's probably like the biggest hurdle, is that sometimes the link to your wallet will go to your spam. But once you get
Right.
that, get over that, it's smooth sailing. And the fact that, just like you said, it's all in one spot. You don't have to leave. Sponsors like that. Sponsors want to, have potentially have you going past their name or their logo, whatever, however many times. And we've been in the ticketing too. The other cool thing that we can do is we can go back and add stuff after the fact. So for the meet and greet, we had meet and greet with our some of our artists. After pictures were taken, they're coming to like, "Oh, how will we see the pictures?" Like, "Oh, they're going to be in your ticket. So go take your picture. Then, in the next, week or so, come back, check your wallet. Meet and greet pictures are going to be there." And that's something that's just not happening. Like, I'm sure that
That's
somebody's going to make another cumbersome ETH app that you're going to have to pay like $80 to access your meet and greet pictures after connecting your MetaMask. You know what I mean? And yeah, man, it's just stuff like that. It's so simple, it's so simple. And if we're really looking at like what is blockchain tech really doing, it's just allowing us to keep track of this information and keep it in a permanent spot. And it's like, okay, well, if that's what we're really
Yep.
trying to do here, then let's make, as long as that's happening, we're good. Now let's build some other cool shit on top of that and make it be concise and clean and, make the UI be awesome. And boom, we're good to go. It doesn't need to be, you know, like, and actually, Tommy Danvers from Token Tracks actually made a post saying that. What did he say? I'm just gonna say the top part that I really remember. I think he said that music NFTs need to move from ETH, and I think in the meantime, like, yeah, definitely, because people aren't used to buying that way, and when you're trying to get people to meet in the middle, it just is not happening. It's too much stuff going on. So I feel like our way is really, allowing folks to do that. They get their playlist, they get their player, get the list of the stuff, and it's all in one spot. They can go to it whenever they like. They don't have to keep, they don't have to worry about a seed phrase. Two-factor authentication gets you in, clean, concise, clear, to the point. So yeah, that's yeah. So that's what we got going on in Pierre Alardo is talking a bunch, but
No, it sounds amazing. What's been like? What's the time on this? Like, how long? I mean, it sounds like you've probably been working on this for a while, but I'd love to hear when. I think you said we can go sign up now, so we should definitely, any links you have, or if Binks has got those, or to the YouTube, any stuff like that. Definitely, let's get those in the chat too. But yeah, I think you had mentioned you can go sign up for the wallet. So how about a little info on that end of things? Kind of projection on when things might be, happening more with platform and what's happening now.
yeah. So I'm about to drop my own NFT on the platform for upcoming for my upcoming single. So I don't want to. Yeah, I don't. We haven't decided on the price yet. What we did, but we think we might change it. But yeah. So get the wallet, and that's gonna probably be the next thing that people are gonna be able to buy. We did do a release a while back for our artists just to kind of test everything. We were selling it for our own tokens. When you sign up, you get 5 of our own token, and we're gonna be using that for other things. Like getting discounts on merch and other things. But right now, what I'm about to release is going to be, like kind of like the first, because I'm not signed to the label. Like I work on the label, but I'm not
Mhm.
signed to the label. But this is going to be like the first thing that like music NFT we're charging money for in the platform. So if you want to sign up, get the wallet, you'll be able to pick that up soon in the next week or two. I want to record this one vocal in the track, so bear with me, y'all. I got to re-record this one vocal, then it's gonna be good to go. But no, that's gonna be coming up soon in the next week or two. But as far as it getting rolled out to everybody, don't have I don't want to jinx it because we're pulling in some other things, like I mentioned, and that's gonna take however long that's gonna take. But it's coming out, and it's gonna be the way that I see it, man. Once this really hits everybody's hands, even people who have been making a living and doing well, they're going to be doing better because they're going to have more
Nice.
control over what they do. They're going to take their career into their hands on another level. And I'm excited to roll that out. So yeah, that's coming soon. So just bear with us. We're working on it.
Nice.
A lot to iron out, but it's coming.
And then for like 4 tokens, you did say that if you sign up, you get a couple freebies. So that's definitely, people here, I'm sure, are already hitting that link and going to sign up. But where else would people get tokens? Would they be on an exchange? Will there be a token sale or something? Any info about that?
No, we're not doing a token sale or anything like that. It's just in our ecosystem right now. In the future, we are gonna start, open it up to be interoperable with other chains. But right now, we have a really small team, so we're kind of taking each thing like one at a time. You know, so we in the future we do want to expand it to where you can trade it and swap it for this and that. But like I said, that's not really our priority right now because that's getting kind of back into you know,
Yeah.
the convoluted kind of stuff that we're trying to get away from. But I know everybody wants a token that will make you money and you can get cash in and cash out or whatever. But we're like, hey, here are these tokens. You get them for free. We're gonna have cool like events or whatever or contests like, hey, get some more tokens and you can get a t-shirt for a discount or get this or that. Maybe we can get use the tokens to get money off of the NFTs or whatever. So yeah, it's really just to stay in our ecosystem right now. Yeah, nothing to like cash out and hope it runs up right now. In the future though, maybe.
Well, honestly, that's probably much better for the health of of the platform because yeah, often especially when something is newer, it's going to drop. People are going to be like, okay, so this is the regular thing. Like you drop a new token, it goes up, and then people selling it floors, and like that's just so
That's
it's probably
it.
smart to be taking lessons from that and instead just build a dope platform that people can use. Everybody's got a freaking credit card. I mean, it's not like people have abandoned that. So if you can go on and buy a dope NFT track with a credit card, maybe you get a few tokens for the purchase or supporting this artist that then you could use as perks and benefits for coming to an event or getting merch or things like that. So that sounds pretty dope.
Yeah, man. We just want to keep it, everything that I kind of didn't like about Web3, I want to try to keep that, and I know kind of that risk and that danger is kind of part of the excitement of it, but not to new users. You know what I mean? Like if people are coming on,
Totally.
they don't, even if they lose $50, like a failed gas transaction, like, wait, what happened? Like, oh, well, the transaction failed. Well, why did it do that? It happens sometimes, but just do it
And
again. It's
why'd I
like,
pay for that? Yeah, yeah, like
right.
that feels like getting burnt, basically.
Yeah, seriously. Right. So, I think, the way that we're doing it, like I said, we're kind of taking it the opposite approach of what most platforms and what most people have done, which is, I don't know, it's kind of silly because it's like why hasn't anybody done it before? Because we all see what happens. Just like you said, like okay, like when LimeWire was doing their thing, they like paid a bunch of us to tweet about it or whatever. You know what I mean? And sure enough, like I get paid these tokens and they bottomed out, you know what I mean? And I haven't thought about them since.
Right.
And I don't want that to happen with us. Like I'd rather you be like, okay, cool, I got some tokens. They're coming out with cool stuff. Like we do have some new merch coming out, so we'll be able to offer deals for the, hey, you got some tokens and hey, here's your discount for X amount of tokens. Here's your discount. That's to me, that's cool. That's exciting. That's gonna keep people, wanting to come back, keep people curious about what's going on in the future and say, hey, like they got some extras. Like, sure, we could airdrop it to you, but hey, here's some tokens, or you could use your tokens to get the better, option. We could give you this one for free, but hey, use some of your tokens and boom, you can upgrade it or whatever. You know what I mean? So
Nice.
just cool things like that we can offer and, then keep it fresh, keep it interesting.
Awesome. Yeah, yeah. No, it sounds like a very pragmatic approach, which we don't see a lot of in the DGen neighborhoods over here. So it sounded really solid. I'm stoked to get to catch up on this. So you're gonna have a drop maybe in a couple weeks. Any other drops that are upcoming that you can share?
Yeah, we've got a few of our artists who are gearing up to do something. Our guy Herbert, who's doing really big things. He's got a his track out right now called. All right, I'm trying not to mess it up. It's friend of the hood essentially, but in Spanish, it's Amigo del Barrio, and it's him and Baby Flores, and then this track's like ran up over 1 million views on YouTube, so they're gonna be dropping that within the platform. Also, to our guy Louis McFly, he's going to be doing something really special for his fans. He's going to be putting a song out, and also too, it's going to come with the option to get a video message if you want it or not. So yeah, so we got them coming up a little bit after my thing. But again, like I said, I'm not on the label, so I can kind of do whatever the hell I want. But
Uh-huh.
there as far as the schedule goes, we got Air Bear, then we got Louis, and yeah, and we got I wish I could say it, but I can't. But it's something really, really big. Yeah, one of the big guys on our roster is going to be doing something really cool soon too. So
Nice.
that's what we're with. That's going to be the big test right there. And when that goes down, I'm pretty sure everybody's gonna hear about that. So yeah,
Dope.
stay tuned, stay tuned.
And yeah, for sure. And we've got usually we've got, musicians in the crowd and people that might, catch the episode later as well. So let's focus a little on what some of the benefits for, a musician that's dabbled maybe in web3 or is maybe coming over for kind of the first time. What are some of the benefits that you would kind of tout to the musicians in the space that could come over and possibly sign up with the platform?
I would say, obviously ease of use is one. you know, Even okay, so let's look at how you run your music career now. You're a musician, right? You go to a CD Baby, or I should say United Masters, because that's one of our partners. You go to United Masters, and you put your track up. Um, then you have to go through ASCAP, BMI, da 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 da. They keep track of all your stuff. That's all still good to do. But let's say you want to get on the road, and you're selling your merch. You're gonna have to get several different things. You might be working with an Eventbrite, or what's the other? I can't think of any other ticket like things or whatever.
Ticketmaster or something.
Yeah, yeah,
Are they
something.
around still? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I still, yeah. There's still emailing. I got to go through my emails and delete some things, block some stuff. But no, you have to go through all these different places to do just what you need to do. But and obviously you're gonna have to pay a little bit here or there. But with using the NPR.live platform, you'll have everything right in one spot. You want to do special releases, you got it. Boom, right in there. You're not beholden to let's say open seas 10%. What are they charging? Yeah, they're charging like a 10% fee now, right? Or something crazy. Yeah, you're not
I think
beholden to
they yeah, they upped it just recently when they took away the part for the artist.
oh, oh, okay. Yeah. So you avoid that. You get to control your tickets, however many you want to do. Boom, they're good to go. You can, even tack in a little extra, or not tack in extra, but designate royalties for other artists who might be performing with you. Say, hey, we got somebody else who's
Nice.
on the bill. We want them. You want to support them. They're gonna get, a couple dollars off of each ticket sale. Boom. That's cool, and you can just do everything within the ecosystem. You've got control over it, backed by blockchain. You can check on the Explorer, though, and the way that our Explorer is a bit different. It's not something like you go to like Etherscan and just check on everything, but you can go to the tokens, and it'll you can check the history on who's had it, other people that have it, and so on like that.
Nice.
You can really keep track of your community within the wallet too, like I was saying with the messaging. And the other component too that we've introduced, but again we're expanding it right now. Is there's like a friend, like social components you can friend, and we call it the buddies system. Kind of like, yeah, like when you're in school, use the buddy system, right? So you can friend each other. So let's say you've got an NFT, I have the same one. It will show every other person who has, the NFTs, and we can all follow each other and kind of, make our tribe, make our community there, and, go a little bit deeper. And I can, if I'm the one who's issued that, I can follow and friend everybody too and be like, hey, yo, like, just like, like I said earlier, like, the show's a little behind, or hey, you know, let me see you guys share this on wherever, and whoever shares it first, whatever, will get something or other. And it kind of, I know we're on Discord right now, but ultimately we're really trying to take everything that people like about Web3 and put it in one spot. So you're not having to run to Discord, you're not having to run to Twitter, you're not having to, go here, go there. You're in one spot, boom, there it goes. And you're able to run your community, run your business as a musician all in this one spot on your phone. So that's what I would say would be the biggest, draw for for anybody. You're whatever you're trying to do. That to me,
That's super dope to
that's key.
Sorry, I had a little bit of my Wi-Fi went a little bit wacky, so I'm killing my camera for a moment. Hopefully, my audio is still up. I just
Yeah,
lost a
yeah.
couple words there, but uh, super super dope about the friending and being able to see who else has an NFT or possibly a ticket. So then if you're holding an NFT, there's an upcoming event, you can go and see who else is holding that and maybe start up a conversation about, meeting up in IRL for the first time at this show, or meeting people for the first time online and then IRL at the show. But really cool to be able to communicate like that. The messaging also, like as an artist, seems really cool. If you can basically shoot out a message to like all your holders, I don't know exactly how, like if it's just full on kind of like back and forth, or if there'd be like maybe like an announcements kind of thing from the artist, and then also chats between your friends and stuff like that. But it sounds like a lot of possibilities and a lot of like that's huge utility right there. Like that's useful to have that. And like you were saying, not to have to jump out to a Discord group or join a Telegram or go find some, Twitter thread to go back and like talk to so and so. If it's all right there in one place, that's huge.
Yeah, and that, and right now with the messaging, it's one way right now, so whoever has issued a project can message those holders. But ultimately we want to open it up to, everybody being able to talk. But, there's some security things there, but essentially if you have, you know, I don't know if I can talk about this. This might be like some like patent pending tech stuff that I can't really discuss yet. But we're putting in some safety precautions in there to make sure that it's all trusted people within the community all talking,
Awesome.
who can potentially communicate with each other, because that's something that we looked at. Like we don't want, you know, scammers coming in, obviously,
Yeah,
so yeah, so
it
we're working on all these things.
scammers. That's great. I mean, definitely, you need to have, especially in kind of our neck of the woods, some protection against the scammers. But then also just to be able to like have sort of verified community membership of some sort. You've been there a certain amount of time, or you've purchased a certain amount of the tickets and NFTs, and then kind of getting like more freedom in the way you can communicate makes sense to me. Because even besides scammers, you just have people that'll just do really dumb stuff or throw in pictures of ridiculous things that you don't want to look at.
Yeah.
So I can see definitely holding off on that a while until the security's in place. But that's something that's really exciting to like look forward to.
Yeah, man, and I'm stoked on it. And if I'm being honest, it's really taken me a minute to get excited again about Web3. Because once, like I was saying, once the hype kind of died down, and after I went to a few parties, and it was like I'm like, okay, like this is cool, like yeah, but like, but what are we doing now? Like what's happening? Like what's the next move? And nobody could really give me an answer, and I was like, huh, okay. So, and I guess that that had to happen for me to do the other things that that I've been lucky enough to be making money from and making a living with. But having this be something that we're building and getting ever closer to giving to everyone, that's what has me really excited, because I got into Web3 the way that I did because I wanted to make a difference for people. I wanted to I wanted to help people change their lives. Web3 changed my life in the beginning. It really did. And I wanted to
Yep.
do that for other people, and it started getting tougher to do that, to explain how to do that. Like I was lucky and got success early on, and like people see like especially like my family or people who I used to like playing bands with or whatever, they see they saw me, like elevate. And now it's kind of like, well, they're like, well, how do I do that? And I'm like, if you have a time machine, you have to go back in time and then do that, and then you can be able to do it. But it's harder to tell people how to do that now, So I'm like, hey, why not build a tool that's going to let everybody do that? So yeah, that's where we're at right now.
Super, super awesome. Exciting to have some some people working on stuff that's not just, flashy, this and that. It's some real problem solving, which is, yeah, like in the early days, we saw the possibilities and then got a little sidetracked, degenning out, which is all good and fun. And, some people made big bags. That's great, but that shouldn't be the focus. So it's great to see, a project like this that's really, taking the full encompassing approach and just delivering something that's really going to help people get their music out, help people get to the shows they want to go to, eventually help people communicate all in one place. Freaking have your directions in the thing. Like I'm still like the maps is a great idea throwing in there. Yeah, absolutely epic. I have it opened up on my phone here, and I'm gonna sign up right after this show. Anything else people should be doing, watching? Obviously, probably following your Twitter is a decent idea, or over on your Facebook, which is blowing up. Any other platforms that people should be or links that need to be shared or anything like that?
Yeah, I mean everything. Though I still have my album that I dropped on Record Shop up on my. I don't know why I have a drumstick now, but
Oh, are we gonna get a little? Are we gonna get a little? Hear a little something?
I got my. I just found out that my xylophone's a glockenspiel, but I could play a little
Lock it
glocky
up, bro.
solo for you.
Yeah, nice, nice. Let's
But
do it.
but no, you can head over to godcloud.org. I've got some free sample packs over there. If anybody I don't have my auto harp out right now, but I got my auto harp sample pack up for free and my Cloud9 drum kit up that I use for generally if you hear me, doing my finger drumming stuff, I always use the same kits. So my main one is up for free right now and my auto harp
Awesome.
pack's up for free and yeah, I'm doing a special right now too. If you get a finger drumming lesson, you get my complete sample pack, which is 30, what is it, 35? It's $35. You get that for free with the $50 lesson. So yeah, there's a deal right there. But yeah, go to godcloud.org and all my links are there and yeah, you can that's the other thing. With the wallet, you can put in all of your links and stuff too. So it's like Linktree, but you don't, there's no subscription and unlimited amount of links for however many for whatever you need. So that's another cool feature too. You put
Nice.
contact info in there as well. But yeah, I still have my website up. Link to my old record that I put out last year. Got Cloud on Doomsday. There should still be some available at Record Shop if anybody wants to grab that. But I got a video for one of the songs off there that I'm going to be dropping on the new NFT. So yeah, go to godcloud.org and grab whatever you can grab. I'm sure
Awesome. Awesome. Nice. Well, yeah, if you want to glockenspiel it up, I'm super down to hear.
you know what? I can what do I got? What do I got? What do I got? I'm trying to think. What do I have kind of ready? Because I'm not the best glockenspiel player. I need to like run it some reverb and some other fancy business. Um, Let me see. What do I
I
got
thought
here?
I thought finger drummers were just always ready to go. You got your fingers on the hand, right?
Well, check it. I do have my drum machine here.
Nice.
Let me see what I got. Okay, cool. All right, cool. Where's the camera swivel? Guess I could do a little something real quick.
Nice.
Let's get the angle. All right, cool. I'll do a quick little solo gimmick really quick. So
Damn, I'm seeing your fingers move like lightning, but I'm not hearing it. Oh, there it comes. Okay, nice.
Oh, were you hearing it? Did it? Was it
No,
not coming through?
give me some reactions in the chat. I wasn't hearing it till just at that minute, but it might have been because my internet was acting a little weird today. Oh, okay. Someone else said no sound.
Oh, rats.
But that was weird. Like I swear I heard something come through for the last little second there. I was just like kind of mesmerized just by the movement of your fast fingers.
Hold on. Maybe I have to. Maybe there's like some audio settings or something or other. Voice settings. Let's see. Auto sensitivity.
Oh yeah, turn that off.
Yeah,
All the
yeah,
way.
yeah, yeah.
Slide that all the way to the left.
Okay. Echo cancellation. Should that be off?
I'd kill that one too, yeah.
All right. Automatic gain control.
Probably off as well. I think I killed all those a while ago just because Discord, then it's like deciding for you kind of what comes through.
Yeah. So can you hear that
Oh
now?
yeah. Oh
Ah,
yeah.
okie dokie. Hold on. Let me get back to the camera here. All right. All right. Cool. Now, well, at least I got the warm up. So I hope that came through. Oh, now I can't hear you. I think you're muted.
Okay, sorry. I'm unmuted now. I was over in the chat. I just heard like a few clicks and clacks. It might just be too much for like Discord to handle or something, but that looked fire. Damn. We'll have to get it next time. We'll do a little audio test before and figure out some settings or something. Yeah, it might just be like Discord is like, oh, that's too fire. How do I even deal with
Yeah. Cut
that?
it off. Cut it off. Fire. Shit, man. Damn. Oh man. Well, you know what? Now I gotta put some new videos out, man. I gotta put some new videos out
There it is.
to keep
Okay,
me
okay.
from.
We'll be on the edge of our seats waiting for some new finger drumming vids. Man, so great to catch up and just see you and get to hang out and talk. And I am super excited about this label and more than a label that you're working on and gonna go sign up right after this. So yeah, thanks so much for jumping on and coming and sharing what you've been up to.
Oh, yo, I appreciate you guys having me. Always a pleasure. Really excited to be rolling this out, and we'll once we get to the point where we're rolling it out. But everybody, sign up. Get ready now. Get your wallet. So when we do give it out to everybody, you can just get right in and do your thing. And yeah, man, so happy to be here.
Cool.
Thanks again. Good talking with you, dude.
Definitely, yeah, definitely hit me up when you guys are, whatever month or a couple months down the line. If you guys are like dropping new features or kind of going full bore out there, just come on back and we'll get the update because this is super dope. I think this is important that you guys are working on this and taking it in a direction where really anybody can get involved instead of just like Web3 degens being able to figure it out. So this is dope. Nice work.
Absolutely, yo. Much love, dude. Appreciate it.
Much
And
love.
Banks still
Yeah.
there. Thanks for setting this up, Banks. Appreciate you.
Much love to Mama Binks, and yeah, dope. I'll let you go. We normally have a couple musicians, Jose Cabrera, Felons, a couple others that sometimes come through and play. Jose was I forget where he was off on some adventure tonight, and Felons wasn't able to make it either. So we're not going to have the after party live tunes, but really want to thank everybody for coming. And again, awesome to hear what you're working on, and look forward to hearing more about it in the near future.
For sure. Hey, yo, we're doing a Twitter space in an hour. So if you want to come through,
Dope,
yeah, you got
definitely.
my Twitter info. So
Yeah,
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 we're doing an
yeah.
hour, brother.
I'll jump in. I'll for anybody that wants to hang for just a sec, I'll go over to my Twitter and grab a link and share it here as well. So
So,
I'll definitely join and see you over there in a bit.
all right, for sure, brother. Appreciate y'all.
All
See ya.
right. Much love. Peace.
Much love. Peace, peace.
All right, that was freaking epic. Super hyped about this. I'm basically just going over. I'm gonna share the registration link right here for you guys, so you have it nice and easy. I'm gonna put that over in live chat. Um, Boom. Let me also just grab real quick GodCloud's Twitter in case anybody wants to jump over to the spaces. I'm gonna hit that up for sure because I want to hear more about this. Um, all right, here we go. Almost got that link for you. And besides that, next week we should have, I think, oh, nice. Binks already got the spaces, but also follow GodCloud, the real GodCloud. Next week we should have Jose and Felons back, I believe, and we did a little swap out of guests. Actually, that was pretty nice of GodCloud to hop in this week. So next week, the next couple weeks, we do have booked as long as everything kind of runs according to schedule. So definitely, see you next Monday. Sorry we don't have the vibes tonight, but hopefully everybody is vibing just off the show. And yeah, much love, peace, love, and whipsy. We'll see you around the metaverse. Easy out.